Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you. Please take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and healing out to you guys. I have actually two reads today. I did a quick one last night, which I'm going to actually do second. I'll do the one from today first, and the second one will be from last night. That's a quicker one, but this one was more significant. So today is the 17th of September. 17 is the star. So all about healing and shining your light and dreams come true. It can happen to you. And the day adds up to 30, which is the Four of Wands, that home or union card. All about stability and structure and building. All that grounded energy of safety and security. And then shining your light from that point. So I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck for the read in front of you. I'm going to show you both reads first. So the first read I did last night is this basic read, which is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. This was the complete read from last night. Okay, and then this is the one in front of you that I'm going to do first. And the complete read. Okay. Okay, so I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck at 10:13 to 14 this morning, and it was right where 13 turned to 14, and 13 is the transition card, 14 is the angel or the higher love, the temperance card. And at 10:21, which is the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune and the 21 of the world, completion, orbs was coming up by itself, which means the blind or the blind man or the orphan energy coming up again. It's also, of course, your thoughts and words, because it's referencing swords. I finished doing the read at 10:37 to 38, which is the King and Queen of Cups, 37 and 38. And the only major arcana within the read today was Abundance, which is like the Empress card. And after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end of the read, after the read, Karma came up, which is Judgment, and the Tower, as well as the Shadow card, which is like the Devil. We had 1 cup, 2 swords, 4 pentacles, and 3 wands in this read today. And 1, 2, 3, 4 was actually very significant here. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. And I'm just getting now in the first quarter. And then the Page of Wands came up, the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. That was it for the court cards. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. As far as the numbers and the code line, it was all about the numerology deck, healing. But the H was covered, so that information will come up. And the numbers, we had triple 4s today, so 4 is very significant. And then the union, it's the 30 today. It adds up to 30, which is that 4 card. We also had double 1s, double 3s, and double 7s, which is 11 of Justice, 33 of the Christ vibration, and the 7 of Wands, and then 77 of the 7 of Pentacles, the Sovereign card. Let's see, the code line was all about 4, 4, and 8. And we also had, as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, 46 of the Children in the Garden, 6 of Cups, the 12 of the Hangman, 13 of Transition or Death, 34 of the 8 of Wands, 47 of the 7 of Cups, and then 710, which is 0 backing up to 71 of the 3 of Pentacles, which is that co-creation energy of the workplace. So the code line was all about healing. And it was very interesting, the H separating from Ealing. And the only thing that comes up for Ealing is a suburb of West London. But it also comes up the word eel, so Ealing. And it really comes down to some English noble DNA and healing that. So that's all going to come up in the information below. So the code line, toggling up, Adam, the atom, or a circumcised male, I am that I am, Henry VIII I am was coming up again today, of the Emperor or drunk madman, or the sissy, King of Pentacles, human being, the moral man in alternating currents or air conditioning, conditioning of our words and thoughts, with the Five of the ever-expanding energy and needing to return to center again, for the Fool or the madman, sissy, King of Pentacles, right, the master of the house. We're getting Henry VIII IM and the master of the house. And we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles both here. So I don't know if they're referencing two sides of the same masculine, or it could be a masculine and a father energy or boss type thing. So it's just coming down to the basics that, you know, the King of Pentacles is a simple man trying to keep it simple anyway, or perhaps of noble DNA, perhaps biting off more than they can chew, getting to the yoke, the lifetime, or learning or studying to be the core, or getting to the core, the meaning of it all. And then I was getting climb every mountain, forge every stream, follow every rainbow until you find your dream. So that was coming up from The Sound of Music, right? If I'm correct. And then more acronyms were coming up from the code line, and this is where it all comes together. So this is what the message is. So the ties that bind, tie land of fear, and to prepare by beating, by push and pull, a job, a mountain to climb, to be silenced and not heard. The ties that bind, tie land, the fish, the oneness, the sowing in order to reap, the pooping in order to clear, the shore, the sea, the ocean tide. Yes, that's right, to be single, to shape by whittling away or cut away the wheat from the chaff, to fire up, to be the eagle and the vulture, to be the ear attached to your head that stays with you, what you hear, that causes you to run, but once heard, it can't be unsaid. For the Emperor and or the madman is and sees and says, is each other, and sins, escapes, and dies, a tooth, a name, the blood DNA, the proof of being, a murmur, a rumor, a hum, of how the city bridges to the sea and swells upward at an unexpected meet, the seventh note, the scale's completion, the master of crystals, the master of the house, a simple, humble human being. He's just a man, imitating, and when I wrote, he's just a man, a bird hit the window at 11:48, which is justice and the Eight of Cups walking away within. He's just a man, imitating, and at the core, a noble Englishman in western burbs of London, werewolf of London, outside the yoke, hiding in his hairy noble DNA, dangerous liaisons. I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. So from Jesus Christ Superstar, he's a man, he's just a man. And I've had so many men before in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love and let my feelings out? I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? So the template of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, healing his English and noble DNA, raising the H of the 3D lap dance of the stacked chairs, the ante, raising the ante to the 8 of the 5D dance of the Pleiades and Sexy Sadies, the WAITE album, purification of Akashic records, help, or in Latin, album means whiteness, white color, the sclera, the white of the eye, the albumin, the white of an egg, a surface clearing, yet still yellow at the core. For our human, or albumin, by nature, has ego in store. The body, a recollection or recollection of all that's happened before. But as the elephant, the heart never forgets, but can forgive, as in a book of revelations or comic strips, making light of it all. Lightening out of thunder, beauty out of blunder, love out of rain, love rain on me, in the purification dance to bring the rain, to feed the soul, to beat the land, and force the crops to grow, the push and pull of learning their lesson. For the world cannot be nourished and grow and feed without the rain. And so the Indians powwow in raising Cain to be an able-bodied man, learning to change his ways in a multiple of rays beaming down upon us, causing expansion, a quickening of vibration and frequency, heating up energy to levitate, or in other words, ascend to heaven on earth in 5D. And right as I stopped there, I looked up at 1210, which is the hangman and the Wheel of Fortune, a turn for the better. A bluejay was peeking at me from the tree in front of my window, and as soon as I looked up and saw him watching me, he flew away as soon as I looked at him. And you don't get to see bluejays too often, so it's always nice to see. So I start this read with the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is here underneath these top clarification cards. Beneath the Four of Cups was the Three of Swords reversed, the 10 of Cups reversed, the Ace of Pentacles upright, and the Four of Wands reversed. Starting over in love after healing the heart, ending of unhappy family or cycle of unhappiness, a new life in a move or visitation, or instability or end of marriage, or the party's just over. Dumping multiple loads, emotional attachments, to the 10 of Pentacles reversed, dysfunction or loss, family, business, or community or legacy. Spending habits perhaps, and needing to use their intuition, or the secret is out. An announcement, a judgment call, or wake-up call to let go and repair, fix, mend, or dumping stuff, people, places, and things, the family, business, or community that no longer serve, telling your secrets over allowing yourself to be imprisoned or holding a hostage, announcing, deciding, decoding, making calls over sitting and stewing in unhappiness, letting go to fix a home and or a union, the heart of the home, what's cooking good looking, on an island unto themself, looking towards the North Star, with turbulent moat swirling around. And then I look up, because there's a bird yelling outside. I look up and it's that same bluejay back in the tree again, looking at me. I said hello and cocked my head, and he said something else, and then flew away again at 1227, which is the hangman and the Ace of Wands. Some passionate energy there. At 1229, which is them being present to the gift of the moment, the turbulent ocean, and now gunshots firing, weak in need of courage and strength as the King of Swords to be their true self. Awakened to share, settle out, in pursuit of happiness, the impossible dream, looking back to get over the loss, the regret, the past, and aroused by performance of the worlds, up and then down and around, or the sealed divine feminine in the 5D world, in a multi-dimensional world of the Page of Cups, the message of love, the innocent and emotionally vulnerable, but in a good way. Aroused by flowing hair, perhaps blonde or curly, wavy or frizzy or fuzzy. Pure as the driven snow before the snow plows. The caveman in work shoes, cover up on the beach with black beach shoes so the crabs and lobsters won't bite them, or fair and gets burned easily, and delicate little toes or hammers, or lion and bull trying to eat those little toes for dinner, trying to get at the innocent. The old-fashioned street performer, obsessed with protecting their feet, keeping them soft and supple like baby's toes, my toes, or taught to protect self from the sun and paranoid about aging and cancer and not allowed to have fun. Whistleblower goes to the guillotine, wearing collars and turtlenecks to protect your neck, your throat, your voice from being heard. The clown with the pentacle, the jester with the cup, trying to get attention or trying to figure out how to get into the divine feminine's world, to be protected and naked all at the same time, like the divine feminine. The King of Cups reversed with conditions of love, and the divine feminine out of this world, between them manifesting with DNA strand and commitment to self above all others, keeping bull and ego outside the egg of trust. Flowers all around, roses and lilies, natural protection. This could be the one, and beneath that, finances and career. The Six of Wands upright, putting it out there to touch. The Emperor stunned, partially hiding, with trophy bride getting all the light, or filling up station. In a negative past, the difficult kids, or the past returns to haunt them and clear it. The stage now is set, with billowing blues to offer time, money, and energy, to let them do whatever they want. Take it all out on you, the harsh truth, the tooth, the saber-tooth tiger, the surgery, arrest, or hospitalization, rehab, or 50 shades of gangrene, or diabetes, or a bet, two people betting on how much a beating they will take before coming to their senses. You fill up my senses at 12:57, which is the Hangman and the Three of Swords. The heartbreak and separation. The altar of 3 candles and the heart at the core, perhaps yellow or goldish green, and cutting out harsh lies, dessert, and lovebirds and plastic surgery, a negative past, and setting the stage for a home run, but without handcuffs, or one dominating over the other, or sex room toys, or loony bin and experimentation, knowing how to make people go crazy or lose their marbles. Individuality and number 11, which is justice, and then beneath that was follow your dreams, which is number 85, the reflection of the Four of Swords, the connection in the 5D, which then is grounding it into this present situation. Letting go of keeping your cards close to your chest, recovering unhappy family, or an end to emotional cycle with the Emperor on top and taking a fall, or in the fall, strong yet insecure, with Aries upright and Aries reversed, Leo upright, Gemini reversed, Virgo reversed, or the Emperor's foolish behavior, lacking faith in strength of the female, without the tools to deal with it, and getting insecure then and manipulative. The lion has their way. It's the king of the jungle. Will have their prey, but this one is different. She's like the wind, and him a fool. The Emperor watching their every move, afraid to make a fool of himself or be seen as the fool. Without the tools, stranded, the Page of Cups innocent child of traditional upbringing in split, lie, BS, or split personality, or all about the truth and balance and order. In the recent past is the Six of Swords reversed without peace, as the Queen of Cups is upright in a split, lie, or BS, and a need for clarity or just new information, out of options with the King of Wands in the 5D connected with insincere boy, perhaps jealous and uses people, or unstable or moving with the Empress reversed and the Six of Cups reversed in lack, offering love in exchange for money, time, effort, and or a new life. And that can be a mother and their children, or it can be a grandmother, or anyone who's in lack, or the past returning with someone in lack. But any which way, the Empress reversed and the Six of Cups reversed in lack, offering love in exchange for money, time, and effort, or a new life. There's no peace for the Divine Masculine with the Queen of Cups waiting for the truth and clarity, and the partner or mother in lack with difficult kids offering questionable love for money and stability. The foundation is the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Divine Masculine's heart coming out of the bat cave, lovers not working or overworking it, with the Hermit shedding light at night, or Virgo Cancer here. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Page of Wands upright, the masked boy with burning desire, healing from jealousy, insincerity, or moodiness, and the King of Pentacles reversed, spending a lot on school for the Page of Pentacles, and knowing to keep to themselves around the Queen of Pentacles, performing or juggling, or healing a broken heart by spending on the Page of Pentacles, or an opportunity for themselves to start a new business without telling the Queen of Pentacles, or protecting their heart around the Queen of Pentacles who's juggling or needing to go back to work, or is hiding what's really going on in the background. Or the Queen of Pentacles mother to the King of Pentacles reversed, perhaps partner or father, and the Page of Pentacles upright, child, says, my money is my money and your money is my money, refusing to see the truth, not changing her routine at 126, which is the Magician and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands upright is lying or in a split of two minds, needs more clarity or more information, and challenged by the King of Pentacles reversed, without a peaceful place to go and defenseless to the energies and attacks coming in. The Page of Wands, or excuse me, the Page of Swords at 127, which is the Magician and the Ace of Wands. The Page of Swords spreading the word or stepping up to the plate, to bat, to take a swing, at joy and coming together, all for one and one for all, receiving love. Starting over in love, offering a new life or perhaps a payoff, or time, money, and effort to Star, to Dream Girl, or Aquarius, or Queen of Wands reversed, or to his own dreams. Holding back feelings and desires from Cancer, or not telling about a big move or travel plans. And the Seven of Wands reversed, defenseless to energies coming in, or attacks, or feeling ganged up on. So what's the point if they can't win? Impatient or losing patience, or no longer a patient. Hermit with the light trying to show you something, while the Queen of Wands reversed is looking the other way, or looking down on those suffering in silence, or speaking a message about suffering, stress, purging, and a group supporting the dream. There's no option but to see each other. The Page of Pentacles, which can be an opportunity or an invitation to justice, divorce, or Libra's surrender, to healing. And now, in the present moment, crowning is the Two of Pentacles, surrendering the choice, dumping a load, dumping responsibilities, or confessing to get over a loss, to get over regret or the past. And the Knight of Cups upright offering love in a dual or duality, with the Messenger of Truth offering truth to the lover's insecurities, and the Knight of Cups upright defenseless and holding their tongue as to not lash out at them, stealing energy. Fallen angel with the Empress reversed at work, satisfied after death or near-death experience, dumping multiple loads, emotional attachments in the never-ending story of Taurus reversed, Sag reversed, Virgo upright, and Scorpio reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands, perhaps children or just younger people around them, inspired to receive new growth. From the Knight of Cups reversed, Scorpio, uncomfortable perhaps with two lovers, fallen angel, and dream. Perhaps Scorpio reversed, Sagittarius reversed, and Aquarius upright, no longer obsessing, surrendering to suffer in silence, with the King of Swords upright with third-party connection and an opportunity to have justice, divorce, or Libra surrender. Soon for the masculine is the Seven of Wands reversed, defenseless to drama and being ganged up on, reaping and daydreaming with crazy kids, or drained or sick, or Leo reversed, or sick about the Knight of Wands rushing in, and the Queen of Wands reversed, stealing from the connection in a twist of fate, with the King of Swords or Libra King of Swords not pointing fingers and allowing the Queen of Wands reversed to steal from the connection, or partners without peace, or Libra. Or the Knight of Wands upright and Queen of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands upright can be the action of the Queen of Wands reversed. So it can be the same person. But the Knight of Wands upright and the Queen of Wands reversed, if that is two kids or a mother and a child, the King of Swords kids misbehaving, perhaps taking what's not theirs. The Divine Masculine offering love to a group supporting the dream. He sees himself as the King of Wands shaman upright, as the prisoner, or with his hands tied, or with a hostage of unhappy family, or ending to a cycle and instability or move, visitation, dumping emotional attachments, or multiple loads, and family, money, or family business or community dysfunction, with the secret out and announcing letting go to fix, repair, and or make amends at 151, which is the Magician and the King of Swords. At 152, bringing the Queen of Swords in, announcing perhaps a yard sale or end to emotional or financial and practical cycle and or move or end of marriage or canceled party or big celebration. Healing family issues, religious factors, which doesn't have to be religion, it can be any differences. It is safe to love, and romantic feelings all came in for the Divine Masculine. Around the masculine, or how he is seen, is the Three of Pentacles workplace or place of co-creation. The fall post-war or virus, and recovering suddenly with the Queen of Swords reversed, justice, divorce, and or Libra. The King of Wands at work after a sudden event, explosion, eruption, or epiphany, taking a fall or falling from grace or lacking faith, and the Queen of Swords reversed post-war with PTSD and or stealing from Scorpio upright and Libra upright who are recovering from it. Perhaps Aries is reversed, and maybe that's the one who was stealing. The block here is lack in general, or the Empress reversed with no peace. The Emperor is upright, powerless, with finances drained, and stubborn bull, or without peace in a partnership. And Sovereign reversed and Knight of Pentacles reversed, which definitely can be kids, perhaps overspending or acting up for the Emperor. Or blocks, the masculine with blocks of mother issues. Again, this came up from yesterday. Not a mother who was perhaps not affectionate at all, or the opposite end of the spectrum, very smothering. And here is the father with the kids, or kids just like their mother, and he doesn't know what to do with them, or he's worried about having to take care of all of them because they're all the same and in lack consciousness. Healing comes up here, but even more so adventure. Perhaps uncomfortable in the energies around him, putting up a front about awakening and surrendering. In a lie, a split, divide, or BS, or needing clarity in the situation. In a downturn, a slowdown, or twist of veins. So someone might be dealing with vein issues. On journey of the past, looking or going back. Karma or discomfort in the energies around them, being impatient or around a fallen angel, and surrender to purging, difficult kids, or the past returning. The Page of Cups, message of love, detoxing the chaos, they're helping him feel better, or divide and divorce. Sudden Tower and lightning strike. A jolt is all it takes to clear the chaos, the shadow work, the wake-up call to pass the downloads now that the worst is over and the bliss is setting in. So the Four of Cups, the need to ground in turbulent waters, the Divine Masculine's heart coming out of the Batcave, and the King of Wands shaman working together without peace for the Page of Wands, the masked child with burning desire, challenged by the King of Pentacles reversed, defenseless to the drama of the Empress reversed, surrendering in split, lie, or cutting through the crap, and the need for more clarity of karma, suddenly opening of a crown to detox the chaos and do the shadow work and pass downloads in order to receive bliss. Grounding lack of peace and insecurities, the Divine Masculine's heart is letting go, inspired to surrender their choices to the universe, and challenged by the King of Pentacles reversed, perhaps Akashic records closed. The King of Wands defenseless, not worth the fight if they can't win. The workplace with the Empress reversed, with a lie or lies and a split, dividing up in judgment suddenly called in, or sudden judgment call made to detox the chaos and take a risk for bliss. At 2, 3, 4, shut the door. So 2 is the High Priestess and 34 is the 8 of Wands. That back and forth energy. A lot of expression of feelings, desires, communications, and a lot of back and forth travel perhaps. So let's see what the takeaway is from this read, and then I'll do the quickie read from last night. Okay, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What is the takeaway from this read? What is our advice for everybody listening? Let's clear all the negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Okay. Happy family. Now the 10 of Cups was coming up reversed, and this is the number of the Emperor. The Emperor was upright, but the 10 of Cups was not. So this has to do with perhaps the Emperor ending a family. Perhaps he has kids with him, perhaps he doesn't have the kids with him, but this definitely could be a change in this, but there is happiness here. And again, the imprisoned feeling where his hands are tied is still coming up, which is on him as the King of Wands here. And this is the King of Wands number, the 23. So he was coming up as the King of Wands today. And the 8 of Swords is on that card, along with the 10 of Cups reversed. So that's definitely repeating the information that's on him. So that's perfect. So the Emperor dealing with the King of Wands, whether it's one and the same person, or it's a father and son, which can be, or a boss and son, or a father-in-law, or an uncle, grandfather, whatever it is. There's definitely an Emperor and a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands here. The King of Pentacles could be coming up as Akashic Records, though, too. So it could be, there could be 1 to 4 men. Yeah, because the King of Swords definitely comes up, too. And they can all represent different parts of the Divine Masculine, but there's definitely at least 2 men involved here. So it's either the King of Wands or the King of Pentacles. And the Emperor energy was definitely coming up with the Empress today. The 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel also wants to come up, focusing on the throat chakra activation. And there were some wounds coming up in the read about being decapitated. And that would definitely be a wound that would prevent you from speaking your truth, because you might have had your head cut off for speaking your truth. 39 is the Knight of Cups, and offering love by reactivating the throat chakra, perhaps calling it out. Okay? So it could be, too, that someone had to have a trach placed. Maybe a musician who maybe can't play music anymore because they had to have a trach placed. So let's see here. We also have some hostilities coming up from the Page of Swords, which is important because this was the center card, the Page of the Masked Boy with the Burning Desires, the Page of Wands in the SIRIAN Starseed deck. So there's definitely some anger issues coming up that the masculine needs to clear, or perhaps there's a child with anger issues that need to clear. And there could be 2 children, 2 or 3 children even. The bottom of the deck is the Angel of Love. This has been coming up a lot the past 2 days. So 49 is the Get Your Wish card of the 9 of Cups. And I'm just going to show you all these cards, how they came out together, okay? So this could be 2 to 3 children here, or just feeling imprisoned by children or people around you. Again, this is one who needs to speak their truth. This is one with anger issues. So they could be kids acting up, or people or employees acting up, or just family members. And here's the Emperor trying to keep it all together, the happy family, but feeling like his hands are tied, okay? Whether that's the Emperor and the King of Wands are the same person, or if these could be 2 separate people, okay? Maybe the Emperor's trying to keep the family looking perfect, and it's tying the King of Wands' hands, unable to do anything. And there's a lot of frustrations, perhaps dealing with coworkers or family members or children here. Okay. But trying to be the angel of love, the door to personal healing and happiness. So again, opening the windows and bringing the outside indoors to bring the rainbow bridge, to love yourself first. Okay? So that's after a broken heart, learning to love yourself again. Okay? So now we're going to go to the second read, which was from last night. It was for today, though. It was just before midnight, so they're both for today. Yeah, so this one, and I'd watched the movie The Devil All the Time, which was a weird movie, but The Devil All the Time, so think about that. The shadow all the time. There's always a shadow side at play here. So this was done, SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 11:22 last night, and the time is 34:06, around 34 minutes. 11:22 p.m. is when I cut the deck. And then I finished clarifying at 11:39, which is Justice and the Knight of Cups. The major arcana were Luna, or the Moon, the Star, and Justice. Also the Great Wheel and Ascension, which is the World, came up before the read. 3 Pentacles, 1 Cup, 2 Wands, and 2 Swords, so mostly Pentacles, but it was pretty well distributed. And Pentacles isn't just money, it's about time, money, and effort, the things of practical day-to-day living. The court cards, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and then before the read, the King of Pentacles came up. So we have 3 knights here, So what's today's the 17th, and tomorrow's my birthday. And then, so the 18th, 19th, the 20th, so 20th to 21st may be significant for someone. I was just lisping a little bit, so someone may have an issue with lisping. And the King of Pentacles coming up before the read, which that in this deck can be Akashic Records. The code line was all about rebirth in this read from last night for today. And the numbers in the code line about rebirth, let's see, the numbers, the code line was all about the number 8, which is the dance between the masculine and feminine, right? Getting your masculine and feminine in balance, and the 5D dance, as opposed to 44. And 44 was also coming up. So 44, 45, and 8 were the most significant numbers here. There wasn't much coming up at all here with this read. So 44, 8 was very significant, and that came up in today's read as well. So doing the dance from the 44 3D to the 8 of the 5D, the rebirth of it all, 31, 22 came up, which is the 5 of Wands, expansion, and the 22 of the Fool and the Fool's journey. The 44 of the 4 of Cups, the grounding and integrating and mastering of love, perhaps, which is, in other words, boredom or apathy, which has a purpose to ground and integrate, which you've learned. 45 is the mourning period or the grief, the 5 of Cups. The 8 of the Strength card, the 34 of the 8 of Wands, the 56 of the 2 of Swords, 68 of the Page of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, jump, which came up yesterday, and then 4, 5, 6, which is the 4D, because 1, 2, 3 is the 3D, 4, 5, 6 is the 4D, and then 7, 8, 9 is the 5D. So we're talking about the 4D bridge today. So in rebirth, the message here was about perhaps the Mary energy, or Matthew is coming up as well. And Matthew means gift from God. So the Mary, or the gift from God, of the Pi energy, which is the human embodiment of Source, centered but not doing anything, not expanding. And seeing the key to the Phi, or the expansion energy, and then the need to recenter again. The 8 of Wands, of the back and forth energy, and the aid to the I am presence of the Henry VIII I am. And again, talking about the 8 and the chakra system. So Mary, centered human, Mary or Matthew, in the centered human, seeing the key to expand and then recenter in energetic exchange. Also coming up is advanced data extraction infrastructure. And the winter, or the 9, the collective consciousness, the irony of being off-center. The correctness of the student of energetic exchange, the arrows of love, aiding in the I am presence, to be ripened, to be cooked, to be ready to eat, off-centered, or in other words, the thorn in your side, the winter, that is. So as I start this read with the King of Pentacles from last night at 12:02, was actually today's date, 9/17/20, destined to connect with the world, the sealed divine feminine, the Page of Pentacles student or child, curious about their abilities, and dumping emotional attachments to emotional fulfillment. The heartbreak and separation of the wounded warrior, connected, could be a warrior or a warrior, connected to the hostage of the family. Detoxing the Hierophant, where the worst is over, of financial drain of the wounded warrior post-war, which can bring up PTSD. The financial drain, the energetic drain, where the war is over and PTSD and looting begin, and a need for apologies. Peter Pan and Wendy hiding from each other. Love offer seen, moving to peace, and the Knight of Swords rushing in to the Empress with news. A bit stuck up, perhaps, stretching a bit too thin. The long arm and leg of the law. Outreach, outlaw, or clog in the drain. 2 shipped away, and the Knight coming to the Empress as the sword becomes a wand. This could be the one, and beneath it was romantic feelings. The Queen of Cups reversed may not be kind, and the Knight of Wands upright is no longer rescuing. In a tower of rage and jealousy, the wounded warrior no longer silent. On lap, on a log, in Amish country, after sudden jealous rage or prejudiced and not quiet about it, or perhaps someone with a history of rape. At 12:21, forgiveness comes up, and 96. And beneath that was happy ending with 93. 96 is the reflection of the Ace of Pentacles, that perfect contentment life. And so forgiveness being the reflection of that. And then happy ending being 93, where the reflection of that is 39, which is the Knight of Cups, being love. The King of Pentacles, healing. The Page of Pentacles, foolish behavior. Third party through work. And the Queen of Wands, sick, tired, drained, or overexposed, perhaps at the casino, while the Divine Masculine is at the press or the kiln. Issues at work with the Queen of Wands, overexposed. Aries reversed and Leo upright, and the Queen of Wands in between the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles curious about their abilities, and the Empress is maybe against it and refusing to keep quiet about it. And then forgiveness comes up. Recently in the past, the Page of Cups reversed may have felt rejected by the world. Awakening to the sun, the kids, the exposure, the Leo, and Pisces can't sleep due to kids awake, perhaps being noisy. The Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups reversed, withholding their time, money, and effort from the kids perhaps, and the Knight of Swords from the Page of Swords reversed and the Page of Cups reversed, perhaps the kids not being nice to a third child. And the foundation or the root of the matter here is the Moon reversed, the deception or the new moon today, the King of Swords reversed having been hung out to dry on a quest to correct the imbalance with the Emperor, dependent or a financial drain, powerlessness. Imbalanced King of Swords reversed and the Emperor over hanging out, powerless to the quest, the fight, or the conflict. And it could be a parent who can't work for themselves or is now dependent on their kids. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Knight of Wands upright, or two Knights of Wands upright, with a slow burn. So that could be twins as well. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, perhaps messed up, spreading rumors, spying, lying, or working to align with insanity, or the Hermit reversed. Could be a parent with Alzheimer's. The challenge being the Eight of Wands reversed and not telling, a heated debate or exchange, clearly reaping rewards of the constant gardener, in a split, a lie, BS, or a need for clarity, with the Hierophant detoxing chaos, lovers moving, visitation, ending a marriage, or the party's over, clearly suffering in silence or purging, the Empress upright destined to fall prey to scammer, Queen of Cups reversed, moving or unstable lover, third party, coming out awake, and the King of Pentacles talking about the patient angel, a higher love, or Sagittarius. Now for the masculine crowning, or in the present moment, the Five of Pentacles reversed, recovery from exile, grounding and integrating a near-death experience, or the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community with dysfunction or loss. The Knight of Swords telling all, in a tell-all perhaps, the secret out to find peace in a secret passion, and perhaps sick about it. A need to use their intuition with the Queen of Swords reversed, the Two of Wands reversed without options, with the King of Wands running from failure and destined, the King of Cups, to no big love at work, ashamed and stubborn, stuck, inspired, to be happy just with themselves, to get their wish, with the Queen of Cups reversed, no longer trying to express feelings in confessing after holding back post-war at the gate, with lover being directed to announce at the new moon, defenseless to third parties' charms, advances, recovering without an olive branch at 12:45, which is the Hangman, and the Five of Cups, the grieving card. Perhaps someone's talking in their sleep, the King of Pentacles off the beaten path with the angels. And at 12:46, the Hangman and the Children in the Garden, the Six of Cups. Soon is the star of the show, inspired by defenselessness, to let go to repair with detoxing chaos with the Hierophant, or Taurus, in a split. The worst is over, insecure, reaping, daydreaming, undercover, with third party through work or work issues. He sees himself as the Knight of Swords upright, passing 5D messages, or sudden V8, present and strong with the beast. The Queen of Wands reversed, justice, divorce, or Libra, and Libra upright, Scorpio upright, and Leo upright all here. Religious factors, so it doesn't have to be religion, any major differences between people, also getting to know each other, and true love, this is a romance of a lifetime. Around the masculine or how he is seen is justice, grieving loss, regret, the past. And the Knight of Cups offers love, pushing them over the cliff. The King of Pentacles upright star, student, King of Pentacles may be sad or dreaming of love offer and curious about their own abilities and research, opportunities to start over. Now it's the fall or kids are back in school. The block here for the masculine is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the stubborn bull, the blocks, the Knight of Wands running away from uncomfortable energies and reaping rewards. Rebirth comes up here, but even more so is environment, the green environment. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community is no fantasy mirror along with a new love. The Four of Swords reversed is not a picnic at the beach without an olive branch and not sleeping, and the King of Pentacles talking to the angels. Recovering without options with the King of Wands in a split, a lie, or cutting through the crap with third-party breakdown issue at work. The Divine Masculine's heart coming out of the Batcave with issues at Trinity, finding peace away from things. The Page of Cups reversed, rejected but loving themselves, patient angel of higher love. The Page of Pentacles and the new moon passing 5D messages of justice or divorce and rejection, or the Knight of Wands challenged by a heated debate with Aquarius or Star or stubborn bull, recovering from exile and not resting at all in a split, lies, cutting through the crap, or needing more clarity still. The Divine Masculine coming out with issues at work to find peace at last. The Page of Pentacles upright and the Page of Cups reversed, perhaps sick about work issues. At the new moon, the Knight of Wands recovering and challenged by not telling, passing 5D message to Dream Girl in divorce, justice, or Libra. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, blocking peace in a split, and the Divine Masculine letting go to repair issues at work and move to peace. Okay, so that was the read from last night. And I'm going to pull you another card for that read. So what is our takeaway from this first read? And again, they're both for today. Okay, what is the takeaway from this first read that we did? Is it any different from this read? All right, so what is the message, our takeaway from read number 2, or the one from last night? All right, the bottom of the deck is attachment, which is 5, the Hierophant, which is freedom and change, but also commitment to self, and in taking off the mask, being truly authentic to self. So again, letting go of attachments, the black, white, and gray of it all. And then there's the contract below, which may be the end of the contract here with the number 6 of the Lovers, family, and community, and changing to the 5 and removing the mask in order to break the contract, to break the chains that bind. And the chains that bind were a big theme in the read today. So that, and actually the first one I did for you. So these two cards are the ones that came out for you. Number 28 of Victory. This is very much of the Caesar type energy and the Trump energy, but the Victory of the 28 and the twins, and the woman holding the coin of the 42. But this also can be a mother who can be very controlling in partnership, right? Because she wants to retain control, all the financial control. So again, this could be a mother, a partner, but someone who's, you know, she's not smiling, she's not happy, but she's got all the money. So she likes to control people that way. So maybe some kind of victory over this relationship, or finding peace in spite of this difficult energy around you. Okay, that also can be someone, maybe they have good intentions and they may love you, but they're very controlling, which, you know, it's not loving, and they may not be aware of it. But they may have been hurt a lot in the past. So the only way they can find happiness is through control of money, time, and energy of other people to make sure they stay in their life, because other people have hurt them. So again, you know, hurt people hurt people. So everyone has issues. But again, there's no, you know, why would you surround yourself with anyone but the best energies that you could be with? You know, it's about loving yourself first. So having triumph or a choice of new path, perhaps away from difficult energies, or perhaps repairing energies or making amends in a one-on-one relationship as well, coming up here. So it's dropping the act, taking off the mask, and that can have more than one meaning, obviously, but that's pretty much it. The King of Cups in this read here, the first one I did, the King of Cups is there at the header with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is reversed. The Page of Swords is upright. The Three of Swords is reversed, so healing, and then the Ten of Cups was reversed. So again, somebody may be holding their tongue or lashing out with the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, I think he was upright. I just want to double check. No, he's reversed. Okay, so the King of Cups is reversed here. So either detached or over emotional, perhaps someone who drinks, or it's just conditions of love and holding their tongue as opposed to lashing out and spreading the word of healing, perhaps a breakup of an unhappy family or the end of an emotional cycle. So that's coming up in summary as well. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Make sure you drink your water and get your rest. Get your joy in nature. Rise and be loved. Bye, guys. See you soon. Have an amazing, amazing day.